Hello and welcome back to another highlights video. It's round 2 of the Great Britain and Ireland Rally Championship, the Kildare Forest Rally, and we're already underway with Luca on stage 1. We had 6 stages in one leg, so more risky than most of the other rounds. No space for any mistake whatsoever. So let's see how our drivers fared in this quite difficult event. As you can see, it's 10.3 kilometers and the weather's been absolutely terrible for the majority of this rally. As we continue with Markuss, still on stage 1 of course. And he already goes a little wide. And I think that was the end of his rally. Then we continue with Timo. Seems quite fast so far. That's the early part of the stage. So in order to finish, you had to finish, which was an entirely different story for the entirety of this rally. And he just does what he always does, losing or damaging a door every rally. So far he was featured in, and we continue with Luca again on stage 2, 13.6 kilometers. Conditions have been the same as on the previous stage, so it was absolutely pouring down, making the whole event a very difficult one. And we're on with Kasper. Very nice way to take that corner. Just look at that. He's been driving quite well for the majority of this rally, which ultimately earned him overall 3rd place again, so that's his 2nd consecutive podium. And we are on with Hugo, still on stage 2 of course. And it seems like he knows what he's doing. Corner very nicely taken, and we have right had a bit of an adventure into the ditch and turns the car around with the same momentum he got from the spin. Looking really good. And now we're on board with Ahlin on stage 3, which was another run of stage 1. Yeah, he's been driving really well as we continue with Hugo again. And if I remember correctly, the podium has been decided between Hugo, Ahlin and Kasper. Luca unfortunately crashed, so he had no points from this event. So you'll see what the table looks like at the end of this video. And we're back with Ahlin on stage 4. So the conditions have somewhat improved. There is no rain on this one. However, the track was still somewhat wet, so it's still a lot less grip on gravel, and that's a big shunt by Ahlin. But it looks like he got away without any terminal damage, without the need to call for help from the spectators. So he didn't lose so much time. And here's Kasper, quite fast actually. And I think he had a bit of an adventure into the forest there. I didn't really see that from this angle, but can continue, and it looks like there's no significant damage on the car either, so all good for him for now. And we're on board with Daniel, and we're still on stage 4. Seems like a careful drive, at least from the onboard. It probably looks somewhat different from the outside, but it looks like he's taking care of the car. And here's Luca on stage 5, as he successfully finished. Oh, okay, so that's how he went out. And then we have Hugo. It's probably been the driest stage of them all. The best conditions, though I think, if I remember correctly, the surface was still damp, so it didn't make it that much easier for our drivers. And we have the Yugoslav champion Ian on board in his Subaru. So it seems like our Subaru drivers have been really careful in this rally, which ultimately led to good results from both of them. Landed both of them in the points. And we're back with Wright. And that's a mistake from him. However, it looks like his door is somewhat stronger than Dimi's, and it's still in its place. And the final stage of this rally, 13.7 kilometer, and the rain is back. As Ahlin just swoops through this long, more or less straight, or rather flat area. And that's a spectacular way to finish the rally. Thank you very much for that, Ahlin. And Kasper is back for the final stage. That was very nice. He's been really fast as well, so absolutely deserved 3rd place. Ahlin was 2nd, and here we are with myself on board. And this was a little different because I used Ivan as a co-driver for myself, so he was co-driving live, which made it even more interesting as we had no practice. Well, pretty much no practice. We practiced once and wrote the pace notes down once, so it's been an interesting experience. However, we survived this rally, and we weren't sure if we were going to be able to pull that off. And here are the final results. Hugo won, Ahlin 2nd, Kasper 3rd, and a huge amount of DNFs. So thank you very much for watching. This was round 2, the Kilder Forest Rally, and I'll see you at the next rally. Goodbye.